fucking go. There we go. It's fucking freezing in here. Reception again before anyone even joins. There you guys are. What's up? Tony, Roma, and Danner, what's up? This connection is weird. It says there's 0 people here yet. I don't know if there's any disruptions during this stretch, but fucking connection, man. 74 fucking miles away. Should be good. We good now? I'm about to go over these hills, though. It's gonna. If we can survive this tough stretch right now, we'll go strong here in a little bit. If you guys can hear me, press 1. It's garbage. You guys hear me? We'll fight through it. Fuck it. Racer time. Person is way too slow. Yo! Hope the connection is good now. It's been a struggle. I would have stayed live the whole fucking time. I think in 2024 you'd just be able to have internet connection everywhere, you know? Thank you for liking the stream. That pumps. The connection is booty. I'm tired. Football? Oh, like European, like soccer? Which I know it's football, but you realize I'm a brain damaged American that doesn't understand the English language. So when I hear football, I think of idiots giving each other CTE. You know, in the NFL. Connection is terrible, I know. I think we're gonna get through it though. It's only 68 miles to a point where I'm like in like this city here within the next 20 minutes, so it doesn't pop up out of nowhere. On the road again. I'm so tired of driving. I think the connection is smooth now, right? I lost 2 subscribers right now when I checked the YouTube. I was like, what the fuck? Told you guys, if you stick with me, there's going to be good content. You've never drove 4.5 hours? What are you, 6 years old? I'm from Newfoundland, Canada, the island with the town named Dildo? That's fucking brilliant. Town named Dildo. Is there a documentary on that I could watch? It sounds amazing. I haven't driven more than a couple hours. I think the most I've driven without stopping is like 10 or 11. I mean, I drove from Nashville to Tucson, which was like 20 something hours, but I went like 10 straight before I went to sleep, or 11. Jimmy Kimmel? Oh, okay. That's crazy. You live in a tiny village. I'm driving through big ass Texas. You can drive in Texas for like, if you start in like El Paso and go all the way east, like you can drive like 11 hours straight and still be in Texas. It's fucking nuts. I think we're in the smooth connection zone now. So everyone like the stream so the algorithm boosts us. I can't believe how this coffee that I didn't even need, I've almost finished it now. Now it's 55. I hate the way they fuck you like this. They do this purposely to pull over dummies like me. 63 miles till paradise. You liked on the way in? Fuck yeah. My goal is to get to 900 subscribers before I get home. How about that? I'm at 890. I was at 896 and I went live again. It was 894. I was like, who are the 2 traders that already unsubscribed? Go. Wow. A lot of industrial bullshit in this state. I should be. I look like not just a manager for a rock band. I look like a douchey fuck you over out of your money manager for a rock band. Like, yeah, $350, bro. When you show up, I just give you $170 and just stop answering your texts. Right? I give those vibes big time. Oh, there's a peach, like a giant sign that says peaches and a bunch of fucking peach trees. Tamale King. Why do I feel like that would be shit tamales? Animal clinic. I have to go home, and so I'm in a rush to get the fuck home, give my 19-year-old cat her medication, clean the litter boxes, get ready, wash my dick, and then drive downtown and try to get on the fucking mothership. Greetings from Slovakia. I'm just stopping by to spread some love and positivity. Also, hit the like button so I can help with the algorithm. Have a blessed day, y'all. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Please subscribe if you feel like it. I'm going to do a lot more of these driving streams, playing video games. I'm going to start taking video game requests on my gaming laptop. Maybe starting tonight. I'm actually, you could argue that I'm a comedian. Some would say that's the case. Now, I'm going to try to sign up at the mothership tonight, though. I have a lot of videos saved up that I'd slap the fuck out of you for no reason. Then I would shoot you in your fucking face, and then you would drop dead and be like, why did I end my life for no fucking reason? Just kidding. I would give you a hug and say thank you. Someone needed to smack some sense into me. What kind of games do you enjoy? I mean, I do. What was I doing the other night? Castlevania from 1986, which might as well be 200 years old. You know, I play everything from old school games to, like, you know, whatever my laptop can run. 2023. I didn't own a gaming system for like 12 years up until 2022. I finally bought a gaming laptop. Hell yeah. I'll give you a subscribe for subscribe. That's what I do. If you subscribe to me, I know a lot of people don't produce content on YouTube, but I'll subscribe back if you subscribe to me. I post comedy clips. I go live playing video games. I post fucked up cars of Austin, Texas, where I see shitty cars and do commentary over a video or photos. Now it says one person is in here. Did I lose connection again? Okay. Ooh, but am I the only person who did this growing up? Every time we drove by a graveyard, I would hold my breath. And this stupid superstition was, hold your breath or the spirits will possess you. So we'd drive by a big ass cemetery and we'd all go and see how, and sometimes the cemetery would be fucking enormous where it would take like 2 minutes to drive by and we'd all be like struggling not to fucking inhale. And I've told other people that and they're like, what are you talking about? You made that up. And I was like, we seriously did it all the time as children. So I just drove by a graveyard right now. All right. 59 miles to go. See? People pretend I just make things up. Here we go. Okay, they used to do comedy there, supposedly, at this biker bar. It looks like a guy named Hacksaw Jim Duggan would hit you over the fucking head with a steel chair if you offended him. God, so yeah, most people don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when I say that. Like, they've never heard of that before. It's a challenge, too. If you drive by a big-ass cemetery, it's just like, test your ability to hold your breath. So I think I'm going to start, I talked about this in the last broadcast, I'm going to start going to haunted places and going live, seeing if we can get some paranormal activity going on. I think that's fun for the whole family. You know, that's ABC Family, Friday night, get out the hot chocolate and sit around and watch me go try to conjure up a demon. Wow, this person is slow. Better turn. All right. 59 minutes to go, and it says my arrival is 5:01. I gotta be out of the apartment by 5:15. So, like I said, I gotta rush upstairs, clean the cat's shit, give Gizmo her medicine, clean up, shoot downtown. I used to copy actors in action movies when they went underwater holding my... Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. We used to do this game when we'd go swimming where we would talk underwater. And as you know, if you speak underwater, it just sounds like... So we used to, like, say shit and then make you even come back up above water and say, what did I say? And you had to guess what it was, and it was so hard to get right. And I'd be saying the most heinous shit ever, and then I would just lie and be like, no, I wasn't talking about fucking your mom. Like, yeah, I said you're a beautiful, loving soul. State parks. I need to go camping soon. That would be fun. Go camping and document it. Alright, I'm almost in Burnett, Texas. Yeah, what are those EVP things? Those are such bullshit, by the way. You know me, I want to believe, I feel like there is some paranormal existence out there, but those, you're not talking to a fucking ghost that died 200 years ago on some box you bought at fucking Radio Shack, you lunatic. Oh, it's making sound. Like, shut up. Like an app on your iPhone is going to conjure up a fucking conversation with a child that died in 1970. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I do somewhat believe in ghosts, but not from some fucking app or some stupid box that makes white noise. Also, like I said before, I've never seen real evidence of like a paranormal video. Maybe evidence, but no proof. It's always like, you can either debunk the video, or it clearly is not a ghost, or you just don't know. It's like, okay, I can't explain. It isn't just default, it's a ghost, you know? It's the same thing as Bigfoot. There's no real, like, wow, that's hard proof. Mitch Hedberg had that funny joke. Maybe Bigfoot is just blurry. Like, literally, that's how Bigfoot looks in real life. Whoa. Yeah, Bigfoot is blurry. Wine tasting. Mitch was awesome. You know, he's the most, I mean, because his joke writing is so concise and short and clever that he's like the most stolen from comic. Because he's easy to steal from. Anyone can deliver a Mitch Hedberg joke and it's funny. You know, you don't see people like hacking Richard Pryor where it takes a lot of fucking personality and delivery and shit. It's just like you can stand there. You can be a boring, deadpan person and Mitch Hedberg is still funny if you say his jokes. Stephen Wright style too, yeah. 100%. Alright, we're getting close. Deer Springs Road. Sometimes I wonder, what the fuck do these people do that live out here? They have a big-ass house, they have 2 trucks. Like, what do you do? Connection is fucked. Are we back? I've been driving for about 4 hours, almost 4 hours. From Big Spring to Austin, from a town of like 5,000 or what, maybe it's like 20,000, to big ass Austin, Texas. That's weird. Tommy, your last comment shows like a buffering signal, frozen, but then your next comment is perfect. See if I can shave off more time this arrival estimation. Oh, that's just an emoji, okay. gas gets numb at about hour 6. Plus, I stopped for gas and snacks and shit. Zlatan? What does that mean? Is that like a insult in a different language? Please drive safely. Stop looking at your phone. Oh my god! How come when I talk dirty to a woman, it's harassment? Right? No shit. Or how about, depending on how attractive you are to that woman, depends on harassment. Like if you've ever watched the movie The Notebook with Ryan Gosling, if that was me, I would have been in fucking prison. We love you, so does Jesus. Hell yeah. I can get behind that. Alright. I promise you I'm driving safely, okay? It's just fun to go fucking live. I glance over, glance back. Yeah, like when it comes to like women's opinion of sexual harassment, it depends on how attracted they are to the person that's communicating and talking to them. Because it goes, if you're a fat, ugly guy, it's just like, call the cops. If you're a hot dude, it's just like, Joey Diaz used to do that joke. Because there was a guy, it was a real news story, where a guy was breaking into houses and he broke into a woman's house and started eating her out, and she woke up to a man eating her out. And Joey Diaz was saying that if that man looked like Channing Tatum, she wouldn't have, you think she would have called the fucking cops? And then Joey Diaz is him saying, he's like, it's because the guy looked like me. And he was just saying the guy looked like him, you know, like fat, ugly dude. That's why she called the fucking cops. What woman's going to complain about getting eaten out? I'm driving to Austin, Texas, which is home. Oh, a huge soccer player. I've gotten that before, I feel like. I feel like maybe you or someone else has said that. From Big Spring, Texas. A very small town. And yeah, gotta get back to Austin and try to go downtown and do stand-up comedy. Yeah, you sent me photos of him before. Colorado to New Jersey. Mama's home cooking. Yeah, America is fucking gigantic. I don't have any big road trips planned. Just, I might be going to Dallas soon for some stand-up. In July. Yeah, and what dude would call it? Oh yeah, that's another part of his joke too. The ending of that joke is he talks about how he loves his wife, but if there was a serial dick sucker in town, he would leave the window open just a little bit. Oh shit. Well, there's a fire, I guess. Maybe Kill Tony? I've been on Kill Tony like five times. And I do stand-up. That could be it. HEB curbside. Yeah. Please subscribe. I'm trying to revamp my whole page. I'm trying to like literally really grow a YouTube channel. And the key is to get at least 1,000 subscribers, and then I can really, you know, move forward, because they don't really let you do much on YouTube until you get 1,000 subscribers. Here in Europe, drive for 2 hours and you're in another country. Yeah, no shit. Thank you, I appreciate it. So I'm gonna start going to haunted places, fucking abandoned buildings and shit. Because I see a lot of people do this content where they go to buildings and, you know, like a hospital that's been condemned for years, but they have no personality. It's like, yeah, what you're doing is exciting, but you're boring as fuck. Okay, I'm driving by a police station, so I better slow the fuck down. What town am I in? Burnett, okay. So yeah, people, I don't know, Kill Tony. So now that Kill Tony is getting even more popular, I get recognized for it even more. Like, even though my last appearance was in December, I'll just be at like Target, and then people will be like, "Hey, I know you," and I'm like, "Kill Tony." They're like, "Yeah." And they found out at my gym recently, because I don't tell people I do comedy. It's just, I've been doing it so fucking long. I've been doing it so long, it's almost embarrassing. So I just don't tell people, and they found out at Planet Fitness recently from someone that works out there. Now every day they're like, "When's your next show?" And they're like pulling me, like, "Can I find your YouTube and shit?" So I'm like, it's exciting, I guess, but yeah, urban exploration for sure. I'm 38, and I've been doing comedy for 13 years. So I'm fucking old. Tony just turned 40 though. I've known Tony Hinchcliffe for like 12 years. Everyone thinks I'm like 30. But I've known Tony Hinchcliffe. Like, I went to the Comedy Store in like 2012, and I met him there. I think he was still working the door there. It was like literally like before he started Kill Tony. I'm on a mission to put a smile on as many faces as possible. Hell yeah. I'll subscribe to you back. Anyone who subscribes and actually runs a YouTube channel themselves, I'll subscribe for it. Subscribe. Utility trailer sales. Something kind of peaceful about just being a boring ass Texan who just works at some industrial fucking giant warehouse where I sell fucking, you know, tools to fucking companies and shit. It's like, should I just do that and just quit comedy? Because right now my life is like, it's, nothing is guaranteed. It's like when you're literally just going for comedy and you do Uber Eats on the side to survive. Wow, that place is crazy. "45 minutes. At least the connection is good right now. Drive-through beer and daiquiris. Alright. Who all is still here? Follow your dreams, right? Well, I mean, I live in Austin, which is a fucking insane comedy town. My end goal is just to be a paid, like, pay my bills with stand-up and continue to grow a fan base and tour. And right now, I mean, I do get a lot of paid gigs, but a lot of them are, it's tough. I work for a hot sauce company too, where I write sketches for them, so that helps with the income, but yo, is it me? Well, the fact that I've been doing it for 13 fucking years, which is like 5 times longer than almost anyone in Austin, and I can do 45 minutes and I headline weird bars and wineries and breweries, like, I'm never gonna fucking stop. But it's just, there's an element of luck and being in the right place and just not giving up in stand-up. like, I'm like it may never come, but I'm like one yes away or one opportunity away from like everything opening up for me. So now it's just, staying persistent. Oh, the hot sauce company is Ant Sauce. It's an ant-infused hot sauce. I kind of got it because of Kill Tony, because they're a hot sauce company in Austin, and they were looking for comedy writers, and I guess they watched Kill and they contacted me, and I write sketches for them, and they pay me. Because as discouraging as comedy gets, nothing is gonna replace my experience and my ability, because it's so fucking hard to get like good at comedy. Like, I'm year 13 and I still, like, you're never done getting better or learning. But like, there's nights where I do 45 minutes and it feels easy. Like, not sometimes it's hell where it's like, oh, they hate me and I have to get to the finish line. To be able to get to the point to where 45 minutes is easy, it usually takes like 8 to 10 years, unless you're the exception. There's some anomalies out there where there's a few in Austin, to be honest. There's a few people that have been doing comedy a few years and they're already monsters. That's very fucking rare, though. It's really rare. Just like, I don't know if you've heard of Pablo Francisco. Anyone who's like big into comedy might. I can do crowd work. I'm not the biggest fan of crowd work, but when I'm doing an hour at some weird venue, I think it's awkward if you don't do some crowd work. If you only do jokes, it's weird. But Pablo Francisco started at the club that I started at in Tucson in like the early 90s. And everyone says that Homeboy was like a headliner within like 2 years, which is impossible. But he is one of those fucking weird, unusual talents where they're like, homie was like feature funny like immediately. Someone I know went to high school with him. She actually died a couple years ago, which is crazy random, but she used to tell me stories about him, saying that, yeah, we went to high school together, and then he started doing comedy when he was like 18 or something, and it was already, and by the time he was 25, he was all over TV and Comedy Central and shit. I didn't even start until I was 25. Okay, 40 minutes to go. Flanagan's Distillery. I feel like I've done comedy there. Yeah, that's a rough part when you don't have like real dates where you're doing actual clubs and comedy venues. You just do like weird ass breweries and shit. I'm pretty sure I've done comedy at Flanagan's. Welcome to what? Couldn't even see what that said. Officially under 40 minutes to go. Women's Fitness Center. That's the smallest building I've ever seen. What the fuck? Alright, I gotta slow down before I get pulled over by the sheriff from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, I'm in Bertram. I feel like this stream is dying out a little bit. I feel like I've said what I need to say. Oh. You need to do a Northeast tour. Fly up to Connecticut for a weekend. Yeah, I know. I need to set up some shit. People reach out to me sometimes, too. What's the cooler side of what do you mean cooler, like, as far as, like, weather, or like, oh, cooler, like sunglasses, like, you're pretty cool? I mean, Austin, Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, those are the big four where there's major cities where shit is always going on. Oh, temperatures. I mean, I'm not even sure. All I know is Austin gets very fucking humid. So I'm from Arizona, where like in the summer it would get to like 118, which sounds like hell on earth, but it's a dry heat. So 100 in Austin with the fucking humidity is worse to me, because it's wet. It's crazy swampy. It's like I feel like I need to shower twice a day during the summertime in Texas. But then Big Spring, where I was just at, it's hotter than Austin, but it's not as humid, so it's easier to deal with. It's like 10 degrees hotter. Oh, for the ant sauce getting pulled over, yeah. Yeah, dude, it's bad. And we're at the tip of the iceberg. Once July and August hit, it's gonna be crazy swampy hot. And I wait in these lines to do these fucking open mics and sign up at Kill Tony and the Mothership. And no shade or disrespect, but comedians are some of the smelliest, no concept of hygiene people I've ever met in my fucking life. It's like, how the fuck do you walk around smelling like a sewer and you're gonna go on stage? And I'm just like, I get it, it's hot, especially if you're overweight. But it's like, you've been here for 10 minutes and you stink already. Like, figure it out. Like, I might start like passing out deodorant. And I'm not kidding. I'll go to Dollar Tree, I'll buy like 20 different bars, and whoever needs it the most, they're gonna fucking get it handed to them. Jimmy Hill Chin? Who's Jimmy Hill? Subscribe, by the way. No, I ranted about it on stage. I went on stage and called out the whole room for smelling like shit. I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And then they complain they get no pussy. It's like, yeah, you stink like shit. What woman wants to fuck you? Riverfield association between exposure to a specific variety of health effects, including altered immune and thyroid. What is that in correlation to? Soaking strawberries in 3. Okay, yeah. I mean, there's so much shit in our food now. Cut your greasy hair, bro. Cut your greasy face, bro. TT, what, your fucking logo is the Google Chrome? How the fuck did you find my stream anyway? Alright, 34 minutes and I'm fucking home. And I'm gonna go downtown. UV light can degrade pesticides from agriculture commodities. Ow, you're just up in here with all the scientific knowledge. I appreciate it. Fuck, dude, I failed so many fucking times. Maybe I'll go show you guys the line at the Mothership if you're interested in that. I've literally bombed hundreds of times. That's what I tell people. I've been on stage thousands of times and I've bombed hundreds of times. You're right. I remember one time when I lived in Phoenix, I went like 68 consecutive days with getting on stage without missing a day. That's my record. You're not wrong, Spunky. Please subscribe so you can drop more of these affirmations to make me feel better. I was on Kill Tony several times, yes. Please subscribe. I'm trying to build a legitimate following on YouTube. Real power is in the heart. I mean, I have to convince myself that, you know, all the things that you're saying, which you're right, but when you've been doing comedy as long as I have, It's just like, oof. People always want to be a 10-year comedian until they're a 10-year comedian. I've seen it. I've seen people go on Kill Tony, and they've been doing comedy for 14 years, and their career isn't going well. And Tony's like, "How long in comedy?" They're like, "Oh, 10 years." I'm like, 10 years, my ass. You've been doing it longer than me. But have the power inside yourself. Fuck yeah. Okay. What I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by the shoddy internet connection is, when it comes comedy specifically, everyone wants to be a 10-year comedian until they're a 10-year comedian. Like I said, I see people that have been doing it 8 years and they're like, I've been doing it 10. I see people who've been doing it 14 years, they say 10. Because 10 is fun when you have like a legit career, but it's a milestone people want to get to until they're there. Because they think, oh, once I get to 10 years, I'm a household name. It's like, my ass. You should make motivational t-shirts, Spunky. Alright, we're 28 miles from home. Let's fucking do this. It says I'm going to be home at 4:59 now. I got to be out of the apartment by 5:15, so now we're looking good on time. Happy trails. The Thirsty Penguin. Maybe I should pitch them a comedy show. It might be time to end this broadcast because people are texting me. I'm almost back in town. It's time to... But then I might go live downtown and walk around, so you guys can subscribe now if you want to see me walk around. Once I get downtown, you can see the lineup. My nose isn't broken. It's just I have a deviated septum, whatever the fuck you call it. I've always just had a crooked nose and a fucked up face. It's just what it is. Big nuts. Person has a dead body in their truck. Alright, it might be time to end this. Subscribe if you want to see me go downtown and show you the line at the mothership, etc. Trump 2024. I mean, better than fucking Biden. I think all politics is bullshit, but I'm not going to talk about it because I get my fucking channel. I get in trouble on fucking YouTube when I do. No, I don't. I would love her. If someone wants to request, I'm down. Because like I said, I'm going to start, doing less streaming unless there's requests, because I got to be more efficient with being out on the town doing stand-up and waking up earlier. But if someone wants to fucking request, I'm down. Yeah, so once I get home and get ready and go downtown, I'll go live and you guys can see the mothership line and all that. I'll start doing more downtown Austin walk-alongs, or whatever the fuck you call it. Yo, okay, Shrey, what's up? Alright, 25 minutes. Hell yeah. Send me a DM, we'll figure it out. Yo, Austin, what's up? I'm about to enter Austin. I hope my cats didn't fuck up my apartment like Motley Crue. Eastbound and Down. That's a fucking phenomenal show. I've argued that might be the funniest show of all time. Probably not the best show, maybe not the most well-made, but as far as making me laugh, I don't know if there's ever been a show that makes me laugh as hard as Eastbound and Down. Uh-oh, I got a turn. Because it's fun, it's exciting. Who the hell just wants to drive in safety? It's fun with a little bit of edge to the drive. I'm kidding, you're not wrong. I'm paying attention to the fucking road, okay? I've driven from Arizona all the way to fucking Nashville doing live streams before and nobody died, all right? A few people got in some, metal twisting car accidents, but we all fucking lived. I looked into it. I called the hospital. All right, I'm making jokes here. I appreciate the concern. All right, that is way too long of a fucking message. See, like if you keep the messages short and concise, it puts me in less danger. You cry too if it happened to you. It's my body. Why do I have that song in my head now? Okay. I can't read the message anymore. This nurse made me feel like a selfish piece of shit who's endangering all these innocent drivers on the road here in Texas. So now I can't look at the chat anymore. How is this motherfucker still driving? Yeah, no shit. We're going on hour 5 right now. Fap to the beat. Alright, there's so many cars next to me, they're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Having fun, all right? Yeah, I'll be safe. Uh-oh, rush hour. So where's everyone from? Let's do like a nice little, easy to read, nothing crazy, paying attention, being safe about it type of question. Traffic sucks in Colorado. Scotland, hell yeah. I used to know a Scottish comedian. He was fucking hilarious. He quit comedy though. His name was Gordon McKay. Indiana, hell yeah. Eat more haggis? Close. Not available. In A? Okay. Have I ever done LSD? No, I haven't. Oh, as in hell no. I've never done LSD. The only thing I ever even do now is I microdose mushrooms, but I haven't drank in 4.5 years. I haven't smoked weed. I'll always say this, at least I have war stories. That's what I tell people. I used to do a fuckload of coke. You don't get a nose like this. I used to do like roasts about that shit. Like me having a nose like this and never doing cocaine is like being 7 feet tall and never fucking playing basketball once in your life. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not saying you're going to become a professional, but you got to at least try. I haven't done coke since like 2019. Like, it's been a long time. All right, we're back in town. I used to smoke weed all day, every day for years. Like my first 8 years in stand-up, I was high on stage for every set, basically. That's when people ask me, have you ever done comedy high? It was like, I did everything high, so if I didn't do comedy high, it would have been weird. Like, I basically quit everything when I was like 33. Oh yeah, seltzer addiction for sure. What up, Bex? Yeah, I drink like 3 bubblies or Waterloos a day every fucking day. I've drinking way too much coffee today. I usually don't drink this much, but with this long ass drive. Was it cokehead? Yeah, that's a good way to make you not want to do something, is seeing someone that was bad with something. That's why there's a lot of people who had parents or family members that were addicts and they never touched anything. Or they go real far in life without it. That's always sad when someone like picks up, they become like a drug addict when they're like 30. It's like, what? 5-hour energy. Yeah, I used to have those all the time. When I first quit drinking, I became like super addicted to caffeine, to where I was drinking at least 2 pots of coffee a day, including at like fucking 2 a.m. I'd be live on Periscope with a big cup of coffee, and it would be like 1, 2 a.m. and I'd be drinking it. And I could go right to sleep. And then once I was like, I need to fucking cool my tits on the coffee, I gave myself body aches and withdrawals from caffeine. Balls deep for the win. Get the pep without the fluid, right? You got hammered last night? Yeah, you're like one of those, like, we're on vacation, I'll have a glass of wine with this dinner type deal. You're never like, let's get wasted. Have you seen Mike Hunt? Is that like, you're trying to say my cunt, like it's a joke? Or is there something, or is there someone named Mike Hunt that I should know about? We used to say that joke. Also, Mike Hawk. Like Mike Hawk, if you say it, it sounds like my cock. IP freely. I knew a Mike Hunt before. And he's like, my name is Michael. Like, you couldn't call him Mike Hunt. You had to call him Michael Hunt. And he had no sense of humor about it. It's Michael. Damn. Every 20 minutes? Well, super sandwiches, dunking the soup in the sandwich, or dunking the sandwich in the soup. But if I had to choose, I don't know, man. Like, that's like a, do you have to choose one? I know that's the point of the question, but depends on what it is in the day. If it's a fucking cold ass winter day, give me soup. But if the sandwich is hitting, after a billion times it gets old, yeah, I get that. My favorite food is lame as it sounds, I love a good steak. Like a really fucking medium to or medium rare steak that just, where they do it right. I'm a big meat eater, honestly. I did carnivore for a long time, where I went through this phase where I was like eating almost only meat and eggs. I got fucking shredded doing that though. It's not sustainable though. All these people that do that all the time. I think the best steak I ever had was at Perry's Steakhouse here in Austin. It was so expensive. It was like before I moved here a few years ago, we visited. And for me and my buddy, we both got one steak and asparagus, and we both drank waters, and our bill was like $250, but it was so fucking good. Dude, grilled cheese with tomato soup is goated. What do you think about Trump? He's better than Joe fucking Biden. He's kind of an idiot too, though. I don't believe in either side. Like, I'm one of those people, like, politically, it's all a fucking joke to me. But the fact that they're going so hard after Donald Trump and inventing charges, and I just feel like clearly he's doing something to piss the people off at the top who I absolutely don't trust. So maybe there's something good that he's doing. But at the same time, I think it's all fucking bullshit. But I'm here in Texas where, I don't know, Austin is super liberal, but like Big Spring is very Mexican, but they're like conservative Trump supporting Mexicans, so it's interesting. Politically homeless, fuck yeah. Libertarian minded, for sure. I think bulls, like, cause Republicans are fucking, I've put it this way. If you gave me like a clipboard of like conservatives and Republicans, I'm gonna agree with them on more shit, probably like morally and just like shit like COVID shit going on in the news. But when it really comes down to it, both sides can kiss my ass. And there's something. I feel like Republicans are controlled opposition. I don't believe them. I feel like it's fake. I'm like, oh, you're just set up to fucking lose. You're just set up to pretend like you care and you're combating against Democrats. Uh-oh, says message retracted. Were you sad when the Capitol got stormed? I didn't give a fuck. I think that's one of the most over fucking hyped things ever. It's like, wow, a bunch of fuckheads walked into a building. Oh my God, it's 9/11. What they wanted is they really wanted a legitimate, like, crazy riot, and they didn't get it, but they still went forward with the narrative. Like, well, oh my God, democracy is, the freedom is at stake. It's like, shut up. A bunch of fucking idiots walked in a building and didn't do the damage that you wanted them to do at the end. And then you went forward with a bunch of shit pretending like it was 12 Pearl Harbors. Now I'm gonna get fucking kicked off of YouTube for saying this shit. Trump's immigration policy is good. I mean, my dad's an immigrant, and he came here like the legal way. He got his citizenship, had to go through all these fucking courses and shit. So he absolutely doesn't like when people can just walk over here. Storm the news stations, right? The news stations are like, have you ever seen when they do those compilations where they all just reiterate and just like repeat the same exact phrases, where it's like, oh, this is just what they just put out there for everyone to say. Whether it was stuff about COVID or about Donald Trump, it's like, oh, they're literally, how in all these different cities are they repeating the same fucking words? Yeah. Do I think aliens exist? Yes. I think most of the evidence that we see in the news and on the internet is not legit, but there has to be some kind of fucking alien life. So, I'll tell this story and then I gotta end this because I'm almost home. I did comedy in Corpus Christi in 2022 with this comedian named Patrick Garrity, who used to like tour with Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis used to open for him, and then Shane Gillis got really good and surpassed him by a lot and most people who've ever touched the mic. Anyway, we're in Corpus Christi at I forget the hotel. I wake up, I'm sleeping on the couch and he's sleeping on the bed, and I wake up at like 2 in the morning and I look and there's just like a little bit of light from the moon going through the window, so there's like a tiny bit of light. It's mostly pitch black. And I see Patrick standing up next to the bed, and I'm just like, why the fuck is he standing up? And then I kind of like lean up, and I'm like, why is he standing? I look down, and I can see him sleeping. And I look up, and I'm like, who the fuck is standing next to the window? And I'm kind of freaking out, and I go like lay back down to sleep, look back up, it's still there. And then I really go back to sleep, and I tell him about it in the morning, and he looks at me like I'm an idiot. But there's a chance that just the way the light and shadow hit the room that it was just something else, but it legitimately looked like there was a man standing there. So that's the closest to maybe seeing a ghost, I guess. Yeah, dude, that's what almost got me kicked off of the fucking platform, was talking about COVID on my podcast. All the shit that I've said that has been proven to be mostly true anyway. Uh-oh. Cops are everywhere. All right. Subscribe to me if you haven't. We're going to do this more if you enjoy this conversation. My favorite candy bar? I don't eat sweets that much. I don't eat sweets because I know if I start eating sweets, I'm going to fucking eat. I'm going to be 300 pounds. So I've just kind of cut out sweets altogether. You know what's underrated? Frozen Reese's Pieces. You get a Reese's peanut butter cup and you put it in the freezer and then you eat it that way. I know they have like ice cream versions. Fuck the ice cream versions. Freeze the regular ones. That's fucking fire. Bird flu is next. Yeah, they're going to try to push that. Frozen Reese's are the best. Alright, I'm 6 miles from home. Finally, I get to see my cats. We're gonna give Gizmo her medicine. I have a 19-year-old cat that has been in and out of the vet, and she needs her medication. What's your favorite animal? My cats. I'm a cat guy. Later, skater. Yeah, I'm about to end this because I'm hitting my exit in like 3 miles. And then I'll go live when I get downtown. If you guys enjoy this, subscribe and we'll walk downtown a little bit and sign up for the mothership. And you guys can see a little bit of downtown Austin, which is kind of crazy. There's a lot of NPC activity from weirdo homeless people. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. We went 67 minutes. Thank you for hanging out. Subscribe, we're going to do this more. I appreciate you guys.